So, hi everyone, it's no longer the 111 portal, but I suppose we are in a portal of sorts that opened. So yeah, it's the 12th of January 2024, but everything I do is timeless, so this could make sense at some other time. This slipped out when I was shuffling, so I left it out in case I forgot what one it was that came out. So, yeah, and I've really felt the need to have the sage burning there, so it might put out if it gets a bit wild, but I'll just see. There is, like I said, so if you watch the community tab, which again, not everybody reads that, but I'd go and advise you to. The story behind this here, which wasn't even the shot there, right? So, like I wrote, it was just weird because, like I said, I mostly spend a lot of time myself, or I'm with my niece and dearest, either my family or like one of my closest friends. Yeah, it's even kind of rare these days that I would be with like more than what like I like one-on-one kind of more. I was always that way, and now I'm just more in line with who I really am. But basically, um, the synchronicities were crazy because, like I said, I was about to say I wasn't there very long, but then I did end up staying a few hours because I wanted to hang out with my nieces. But um, I always just find it amazing how how my nieces just pass messages without even realising they're doing it. Because I just see signs and everything. But not in the way of, oh, not everything is a sign. Like in my life it really is, but I would even say in everyone's life it is. It's just I can't not see them. But this was palpable because it was like my niece had literally only been in the door like 5 minutes, and she picked. So I'm just going to try and relay it before I forget, right? But she picked up a glove, and she went, "Oh, it's like Elsa's glove," and she was like, and then she picked up and she put it on and she was like, freeze, freeze. Now, obviously, yeah, like Frozen, right? And it is fucking freezing outside too, but side note. But it didn't actually remind me of Frozen. It reminded me of the film that I channeled about recently, which I still don't really feel I've had a proper chance to really get into that. Like, I want to do that when I'm sitting and I'm doing what I call a proper twin flame therapy, which does kind of keep coming into these ones a bit, but it's because of how much, oh yeah, hers kind of went out now. So it's because of how much the levels of attack are on like and the sabotage on like twin flames unions right now, um, or just like the level of interference stopping people from getting where they need to go. So, like I said, whether that's just you getting where you need to go and it's you yourself right now and towards your calling or your career, the things you want to do, wherever it is that people are with karmic energies. Because, like I said, like there's cards that I was drawn to before I came on here. Like I said, I've got a few card decks that for one reason or another I'm kind of to just keep them to myself just now, and then I'll know it's quite funny. I've got quite a few decks like that, and then I will bring them in when they give me the nudge to bring them in. But in one of the ones that I've got, it was like specifically one that is basically like a divine masculine saying like they're going to make it right, and but you got to trust them kind of thing. And then the other one was one that's interesting, that's actually got like something about a karmic knowing, like just basically, yeah, like knowing that someone is going to leave them, and like basically like how could they not know kind of thing. So it's kind of like, oh god, we're going right into the dark stuff, so it's not going to be relevant to everyone. And I'm just, oh, it's silent, but a song came, a alarm came on, but it wasn't a song. And then the other, oh, and this is interesting. One of those cards I'm looking at right now has got about like feeling like you're a best friend to them, and obviously that's interesting from. And if that comes out today, that'll be hilarious. Oh shit, and that's Frozen too. So see all the connections, and I've only been talking for under 5 minutes, and I just got drawn to my birthday numbers 418. And I'm not just talking about my birthday for no reason. My birthday is the union card. That's happened 3 videos in a row. And that happened yesterday on the live. Synchronicity galore. So yeah, that's just confirming it's sabotage on twin flame unions, because I'm somebody that ushers in twin flame unions and tries to get twins. I try my fucking very best, let me tell you. And I get hit hard with interference for doing that. But anyway, what was weird was I was in a shop earlier, like literally not for very long, and the two songs that came on were It's Friday, I'm in Love. First of all, weird because it is Friday, so someone's in love, like in real time, is what I'm getting from that. And then the next song that came on was "You're My Best Friend," which is a song that comes on at the end of the breakup. Ooh, you make me live now, honey. It's something like so. Anyway, so hopefully you know what I mean. So that's quite weird to then come home and then pull a card about thank you for being my best friend. Like, you know, really crazy. So it's just about that. That's what it should feel like with your true twin flame, even, and especially if you just put aside all the like actual drama that may have went on with you in the material, you know, or the 3D as some people like to call it. It's about really getting in touch with that friendship, because again, like you were saying, it is a union within yourself. It is your own divine feminine, divine masculine energy, and when you keep making peace with the parts of you, which is what integrating your shadow is all about, you won't well, I was guided to say you won't hate yourself as much, so that's a horrible thing to say, but it must be the case for some people for me to word it like that. I don't even like the word hate, but that is how they told me to say it. But then it hopefully lessens to you won't not like yourself as much, and then you'll start to, oh, maybe I actually am all right. You like yourself, and then you love yourself, and then you can look yourself in the mirror or in the camera like I often do, and I'm guided, and say I love myself unconditionally. And like I said, you know, I'm not saying that to be like arrogant about it. I'm saying it as like an honest observation of a lot of the time what I see out there is people making it look like they like they like, you know, again, and this is again, it's like this is what's in the air. It's like anybody can be psychic, but have they actually done the work to properly be in unconditional love with themselves? I see it very few and far between. And it's when I do see it, it's people that will be like what someone commented yesterday on the live, like they will be supporting divine masculines rather than tearing them down, and will even be given guidance and healing for divine masculines as well, opposed to giving messages that may be very accurate to a certain extent, but then you'll, like what I've said, you'll see it'll steer down the route of trying to make you go against your person. So just be very, very aware of that. There's just loads of trickery, and again, that's so. Before I forget all the other synchronicities, so she done that, and it reminded me of that film where in the film it's like they've been inspired by Frozen, because it's like an actual ice queen who she freezes the whole land and basically makes everyone life hell. But the reason why she does that is because she was trying to escape with her true love, and then before she got to do it, not only did they stop him from doing it, but it's completely just watch it. I don't actually really want to go in it, but it's horrible, and it actually didn't, never mind, it definitely triggered past lives of mine, because it's like, oh my god, how dark could you get? But it's kind of like, do you know what it's like? It's kind of like a mix of like Cinderella, Sleeping Beauty, Snow White, but even darker, because it's like when somebody actually does die, and it's fucking hot anyway. Or Romeo and Juliet, because of course we know what happens there as well. You know what I mean? Like he actually thinks she's gone and she isn't, and then he does it, and it's just there's an air of tragedy here, is what I'm feeling. But yeah, that just kind of, because it's like, and what they were saying to me, this is all just from my niece making a comment about the Frozen thing, but it's like, what I was getting from it was when it was reminding me of that film, it was like when she was saying freeze, freeze, it was like somebody has put an illusion. It's like frozen something in time, or like cast an illusion over something. Now remember, when I'm saying ice queen, this could literally be anyone in anyone's life. I would more go down the route of being a female, although it could be a male and they've just got like a really toxic sort of female side to them. That is possible, but and then though she then was like, oh, can we put on Just Add Magic, which is that program that I loved watching. I loved watching it with her, like, because I got engrossed in it, and then we've watched all the series. But that is all about like cooking, but it's magic spells and everything. But it's in it, like they do there is like illusion spells and stuff, and there's basically, and it's a lot of the time, like you'll remember when I was watching it, because I kept getting messages for clients I was working with at the time, or a lot of the time it was collective messages, because that was more of what I was focused on last year, and it was no different today. I was just sort of doing stuff on my phone, but I kept hearing the bits I was meant to hear, and it was the episodes that, like, it was exactly that, like there was one about a shapeshifter. So again, if that speaks to you, be careful about someone in your life that might be appearing to be supportive, But I give this message all the time, but I did give it the other day too, like someone that's appearing to be supportive, but actually they are not who they're posing to be. So that can go as deep as you like. But and then right after that happened, my dad was like, "Do you want that?" And I was like, "What?" And I was like, "Is that a worm or a snake?" And he was like, "I think it's a snake." And I was like, "What?" And then of course I don't usually go into explaining all, and I don't explain all the details of it, but I said a wee bit. I just said to my dad, "Oh, that's really weird. Like that was answering something for people, like other people I'm helping, like a session I just had, and it's answering something for me as well." And then, because that's the thing, like actually every member of my family can do that from time to time without even anyone can do it. People, I remember once my sister was throwing out a wolf toy, right? And it was like I had, and it gave, she was pulling, that's what she was doing. She was throwing out a wolf toy in a New York bag. And then I gave a message about there was going to be a stock. Oh, see, look, if that happens anytime around this, that's going to be weird. But remember, this can be a premonition of anything. But it was about, because I said, oh, I've never seen The Wolf of Wall Street, but it is about stock market crashes and everything, isn't it? And maybe crypto or something, I don't know. But so I could be saying that because there's something like that, because it's Aquarius moon, expect unexpected right now. It's Capricorn sun, which is money, finances, the business world. Yeah, wouldn't at all be surprised if there was some kind of shock drop in. I don't know, because like, I don't even know what to say now, because I don't know about all of that shit, which kind of makes it even more impressive, 11:44, if something ends up happening like that, because you can tell I kind of have to stop talking, because I don't. I knew I could actually tap in more and start channeling it, like, but it's like, it's something around that. There might be like, so it could just be somebody watching this has I don't know, a loss in money of their own and it's nothing global, or it could be something on a bigger scale, because why did that just pop into my head? But the point was there, my sister had no idea when she was chucking that out, and then I'm like, oh, like, you know, because actually the bag was mine. She was about to chuck a bag that was mine. But it's just, you know, when if my mum leaves with something from my house, and then it ends up in her house, and then it ends up in my sister's house, and so anyway, that probably means something to people too. So, but it was like, this felt like when I heal people, I remove things from the chakras, and this is what I mean by, you know, like actually I was talking about this to someone recently. I say it all the time, like it's why you've always got to have spiritual hygiene and be clear in yourself. And in these day and ages, I would advise you have the sage nearby, right? And I do it every day personally. I smudge myself every day, and I smudge my house quite regularly too, right? Because I have to, because of the amount of shit I get. Evil eye, jealousy, attack from other people's karmic energies for helping them break free and move on in their lives, attack from my own karmic energy. It's just non-stop, right? Yes, it's exhausting, but what we're going to do, you got to deal with the cards you've been dealt. But that's what it was saying to me. It was like, you know, there's a snake, you know, a snake in the grass. Because when I was trying to explain to my dad, but I was like, snakes can be Scorpio energy, right? Which is funny because he is a Scorpio. So it's like, I feel like, you know, that was part of what it was. It was like I was being given this, because it was, yeah, it's very shamanic. Like I said, like I this is what I said, like snake medicine actually in shamanism is it's highly honoured, because it's the kind of medicine that not everybody can deal with the dark stuff. But that's one of the medicines that helps me help people. And it's also, snake medicine can be like kundalini sort of sexual energy, but also it can just be simple as there's a snake in the grass. There's a snake in my boots. So there's a lot coming from just this sweet, and you better believe I'm going to fucking eat that after this. But I just felt it was kind of better to be showing that in case you didn't see the community tab. But it's just, like I said, it's symbolic of dark energies that are in your energetic, your aura, your energetic field. And it's causing illusions, because when I piece it together with that program, that is what happens. It's like people start arguing because it looks like something's happening when it actually isn't. And that is the same as that Ice Queen film. She creates an illusion between the two lovers to make them go against each other, and it works. And they're apart for 7 years because one of them thinks the other one's dead when they aren't. And then when they meet up again, they're bitter. Well, you know, the girl's bitter towards him because she thinks that he left her for dead. So you can change he, she, and whatever where you need to, but it's quite a lot of synchronicity. And so also, like I mentioned, like sometimes I do people's session in 2 parts. There's a few people that come to me and it ends up always happening like that. And I had a feeling it was going to happen today because I needed to go to something else after. And the amount of, and again, so like I said, just use your own discernment if that's you when you're watching this, yeah, just, you know what I mean? It's like, it's just generally, it was basically the amount of interference to stop us doing the session was mental, which always happens when I do a session with someone. It always happens, but it was just one thing after another, whether it's electronic stuff, which, yeah, you could say we're in the Mercury retrograde shadow. It is that practically, but it's not. It wasn't just that. I could feel it was more. And I'm starting to burp. When I burp, it's clearing energy because I didn't give all that chat. If you hadn't guessed already, 15 minutes deep, this channel is about empowering you on your twin flame journey. But even the fact that I've pulled that card, which is about a karmic energy knowing that a divine masculine energy, regardless of gender, is exiting the building, or, you know, and even if it's not somebody that you live with, you're trying to get away from where they've frozen you in time. There you go, they've frozen you in time. I also feel that can be about where, like, people have been kept at a certain age by the people around them. Like, that could be family, but that could be like friendship groups as well. Like, think about how many people, like, I've said this before, but think about how many people are like, they want to like keep living like a younger lifestyle and going out and getting drunk and that. And it's like, if it looks like someone's got the potential to settle down, and like I said, within twin flame unions, it's more than just like, oh, it's just more than your average sort of everyday couple. It is a power couple. Twin flame unions are power couples, and people sense it. They know it on another level that you're going to have something that is like really, really strong, and is probably going to show up whatever their relationship is. It's kind of horrible to say that, but I'll tell you, it's the God's honest truth. Like, it's twin flame energies are very strong. It's not to say that other people out there that aren't twin flames aren't in love, but it's not a strong spiritual connection like that. And it's, even if it is a spiritual connection, it's nowhere near as strong as what a twin flame connection is, and that's why all these interference try to stop it. Anyway, I think that is all the stuff that needed to come out there. And so for that reason, I'm using these Witch's Kitchen cards again, because as much as like I just, you know, I almost thought about chucking them out, I've kept them because when I pick up an energy like this, it feels relevant. So let's start with the dark stuff, and I'll work down to the messages today. So the feeling is, right, and going by when I've connected with people through email mostly, and I very much feel in sessions it will be backed up by the sessions I've got lined up with people. Somebody is trying to get to you, like, and there's energies that are stopping them. That's basically it. Like, if this message is for you, or they are trying to better themselves and they keep getting knocked back down. So this is why I'm sharing the bits and bobs, the synchronicities are coming through, because it's like the answers will come for your own unique situation, and I can feel a lot of healing come at the heart when you're meant to get those answers. And I just feel in every situation there's going to be shocks and surprises left, right, and centre, because it's like you'll be right about some of it, and some of it you'll just, you know, you won't. I don't know. So anyway, what do we need to know about this dark stuff? Courage. Yeah, look, it's basically it takes courage to walk away from situations that you know aren't for your highest good anymore. And it can come repel, look, and it's like, look, and people can repel the idea that you could be so bold as to walk away and reignite a flame with someone from the past, is what I feel that's about. Could do, look, tears, and it's causing people to be upset. That's very clear. It's causing someone to be upset that you've got the audacity, the courage to walk away from them, whether it's romantic or family or friends or even jobs. Think about how much people can put a guilt trip on. I've helped people do that, like leave their jobs that they've been in 10, 20 years or whatever. Yeah. Takes courage. People can repel the idea, is what I'm getting from this, that you would have the audacity to move forward, to reignite something. And they're sad about it. That's what I'm getting. But this is also the tears of a clown. But I know that song's not about that. I can't actually think. But I'm getting, it's like, oh, wait a minute. Tears of a clown when no one's around. That feels like, that's funny, because I've saw people using, I need to get those cards. Those archetype cards are definitely the next ones I'm getting. I always mean to get them, and it just hasn't ever been the right time. But there's a card in that says clown, And that's what I'm getting. It's like somebody that appears to be a joker or a clown, but there's tears behind closed doors. So that could even be you watching this, divine feminine or divine masculine. I bet everyone kind of well, not everyone, but some people could resonate with that in a bit. In some ways I do, but in a lot of ways not, because I do just cry, and even in public when I feel it arising. But there is an element of people still don't understand how deeply I feel, because I'm so jolly and laughing and happy all the time. But I could easily go away and later on that night I'd be fucking greeting. So you just don't, you know what I mean? You never know what's going on in people's lives. That's why it's nice to be kind. Right, so, but not everybody lives by those rules, guys. So, talking about Cinderella and fairyland. So, let's see, what else do we need to know about the karmic interference and thingy? And like I said, now that it's Friday night, I'm clocking off. I'm not going to say it after this video because, oh, what's this? Please don't lose hope. Oh my god, I just fucking said, imagine I'd said Snow White. Maybe, did I say Snow White? I don't know if I did, because they talk through it. Did I say Cinderella? Whatever. But look, so it's like that. Look, the apple. Eat the poisoned apple. Autumn is my last chance. Well, we're not in autumn. We're in winter. So maybe somebody actually feels that, like, they should have done something sooner. Please don't lose hope. I want to work things out. Oh my god, that could be the thumbnail. But again, this could be a trick. Someone's been given the poison apple. Very interesting. What was I going to say there? So yeah, I might just keep doing these on the couch, to be honest. But on that, it's more because it moves about and that. It'd be better if I've got on the table. But yeah, because it's the weekend and it's absolutely freezing out there, I'm just going to focus on clearing that table. And I'm determined, guys. I want to start and come to you on Monday, do Mediumship Monday with a fresh head. I'd like to be sitting in there on camera, but if not, it doesn't matter if I'm on camera to do Mediumship Monday because it is my day off. But I'll definitely film, I'll film Saturday, Sunday and Mondays either tonight and just get them over with, or I might feel guided to film a few of them, I don't know, but I think I'll probably just do them all now. But what I'm saying is it's like I'm going to be tidying the day anyway, blah, blah. So then that's relevant, because think about it, this is holding space for the things that we want to get done, and that is one of my things, is I want to be getting back to my exercise, which I've got back to, and I want to, and quite a few, by the way, there's more than just what I've said. I've just realised as well, like, there is things falling into place with other things that I wanted to get done. Like, it's like I've just been, yeah, the energy is really helping build the momentum. So, like, if you're working with the energy, and I definitely say if you're watching these every day, hopefully you are noticing some kind of shift. Even if it's the smallest of things, like it's good, because I'm noticing it with others that have said to me, and I'm noticing it within myself as well. Reignite, yeah, look, courage to just move on, get on with the things you want to get on with. So it's not off topic, but basically is what I'm saying. Me talking about needing to tidy that desk, because you know that's like a mountain for me. Because it just feels like such a boring task. And when you've got ADHD, like when something feels really boring like that, it is like Mission Impossible. But I'm going to fucking do it, guys. It's Pisces Moon Sunday, Monday, and that's about endings. So I will probably have a magical time and be posting. I'll be stopping to post the cards and the synchronicities that happen while I'm tidying the cards. That's usually what happens. I'm sure I do always get guided to tidy up in a Pisces Moon. Funny. Right, okay. So what else? These are the karmic interference that is getting in the way. Let's pull another card. But this feels like the person that has been stopped. So I would say that's a divine masculine energy, a divine masculine female, or divine masculine male. And then look, there's another sad person. Transitions to the spirit realm. Well, I bloody hope that that's not a literal thing, but I feel it could be, like, I'm sorry if there's been a lost friend. Like I said, there has been a friend of the family, an older woman, passed around me recently, but this feels like the loved ones in spirit trying to contact you. Also, I'm just being drawn to the fact that the 16th is Tuesday, when I've got a few sessions with people, either discovery calls or actual sessions. So, right, okay, interesting. And someone was showing me a crystal skull today, so that's significant. Right, what else then? Let's pull one of these. Distant horizons. Yeah, it all fits. Look, someone's got the courage. Someone's daring to have the courage to walk away This could even be like repelling. That could even be, wait a minute, I want to check in the book. That could, I was getting whatever I was saying, but that could even be like people are repelling away anyone that tells them that it's not the right thing for them. Because the garlic wards off things, doesn't it? Oh, it's garlic I need to look for. I'm looking for the bottom bit. Garlic, garlic, garlic. Right. So the ginger power again. Talking of ginger power, I was just with my wee nieces, my wee red-headed beauties. Garlic breath will sure repel unwelcome guests through pungent smell. Place strings of bulbs around your neck and over the threshold to protect. Yeah. When you're feeling vexed by unwanted and all-consuming energies, which is what this seems to all be about right now, it's time to invite some raw garlic into the kitchen. Sprinkle me in. Right, so it's telling you what to do with it. Let's just get to what the... Ancient Egyptians, yeah. Having been used as a charm to repel evil by ancient Egyptians. So there's something about Egyptian past life. Oh my god, I can't believe that. Wow. Right, the person I spoke to today is going to be mind-blowing because I actually spoke about Egyptian past lives and particularly the stories where it's like brothers going against each other. Brothers or sisters, or you know what I mean, but basically like it's almost, in some cases it could be twin brothers, but I'm not talking about twin flames. It's like people where it's like an, oh Christ, a snake in the grass. It reminds me of, I watched, I think it's called Gods of Egypt. That was a good film, and that's something, again, don't ask me their names because I can never remember the names of the gods and that, but it was basically that. It was like, you know, the brother's like, oh, brother, you have come to visit me. And then the next thing you know, he's pulling a sword out and he's killing him. Do you know what I mean? Like the king that everybody loved. So fucking hell, if that ain't symbolic for what I was saying, like you could be somebody that even if you don't talk to the energies that you once did in the past, which would then make them karmic energies in your life. Because like I said, we can be karmic energies in people's life too. But it's like, you could have no hard feelings and wish them well. Like, I'm like that with loads of people in my life, including some clients that it's like we've drifted, or some people just go a bit weird on you. And like I said, it's something that's just because it's like the time and that season in the life is done and you can't keep everyone in your life forever. And I've just learned to let go. It's like, you know, it's like, and I was saying that to someone today, I'm close with people, right? But I've got a way different type of boundaries now. And a lot of the time you'll find people just aren't allowed to get to me, especially if their intentions aren't good or pure. But which is good though, because like I always explain, if you then get good at that and tight boundaries, but you do let in the people that you know you can trust and keep your heart open, your divine masculine will start to mirror that for themselves. Like even if they can't see you, have got access to anything you're saying, they'll feel it. It's just an energetic balance. They will feel it. And that's what this feels like. It's like the energies, like, you know what I mean? It's like boundary, oh god, deep stuff. But yeah, someone's got the courage to move on. Karmic energies are not happy about it and they're trying to stop someone from going to a distant horizon, but it's not going to work. Also, whenever I see this card, it reminds me of the event, ships, Palladian stuff like that. Main male, yeah, it's a masculine, a divine masculine. Male is, there's going to be a tower moment. There could even be something significant around the Tuesday, but again, remember this, all this can be, if you want to add up all the numbers and find anything else, you can do that too. But yeah, that's always a divine masculine card. Is there something else here? Oh shit. Right, okay, so yeah, that actually is really going to, again, this isn't for everyone, but that's going to make sense to someone. So like that kind of looks like an older woman in somebody's life. Now, like I said, that could be an older woman of a romantic nature, but it could be like an older woman, just like family, friends, or anyone, you know. But like I said, it can even be just when someone's like a bit older than the other person or whatever, so just you'll know what it is for your story. But like, think about what I was saying about the Ice Queen. God. Right, okay, so what does this say? Breaking Dawn. That's like reminding me of Twilight, and now it's reminding me of the 1,000 Years song. And look at all the energies that try to attack that. Aloha healing reminds me of doing the Ho'oponopono. So look, I want to work things out, but I feel whoever that's symbolic of, oh fucking hell, wherever it's like Because there is a chance for some that woman could be supportive. That woman could be supporting this man to go where he wants to go. But my initial thing with piecing it together with everything else is that the man wants to work things out with a twin flame. And the mature woman could be somebody that's holding the man back from that, feeling it's not right for them or something. But also there's been a lot lately about anyone that's been doing that is starting to have a change of heart. Probably because it's like, you know, it's going through their own awakening, or I don't know, receiving karma or something. It's different things for different people. I've seen it happen when I've spoke to people. So what else do you need to know? Fuckery or good stuff? What is it? Oh, this is a bit of a story. I ran away because I felt I couldn't live up to your needs and expectations. Obstacles, yep, well we've just seen the obstacles. That feels very relevant. And I don't know what I want. So that could be a karmic interference. The person could have been complete. Oh yeah, look, confusion spells. Yeah. So again, this woman could be doing confusion spells. That woman could be, again, this could be, like I said, it could be a romantic partner, or it can be any older woman in someone's life of any connection. But this could be a witch, basically, to just call a spade a spade. I mean, think about it. I'm using the witch's kitchen cards, and you can hear in my voice I don't like using these cards because I don't like to. I just when I talk about black magic and that, I just think it confuses people if I'm using that word. But in this context, it feels relevant. This is like this is somebody that's doing black magic, spell work, either knowing what that is and doing it on purpose, or for the majority of most people, but you'd be surprised. It's like, right, look, if I ever find that picture, I'll post it, but I remember seeing this meme, and it's somewhere in one of my phones that it's, that makes me sound like, oh, I've got loads of phones, like, I've got phones that are smashed to bits, and I use them like a wee computer because it's handy. Because I recently just actually paid off like a couple of them, so it really is quite handy that I don't need to use my personal phone, and then it keeps my work separate. But yeah, it's got, people think witchcraft looks like this, and it's got like a picture of like a, you know, an old haggarty, warty witch or something, when it's actually this, and it was like an older elderly woman at church. I'm not kidding you. So do you know what I mean? It does put a different perspective on it, that it's like literally anybody could be doing shit behind the scenes, a snake in the grass, and you've not got any clue. So I feel it's like this could be somebody that's like been behind the scenes, pulling different strings and working against you rather than working with you. So again, whatever that means to you. It's actually, you know, when I was saying that, I actually got a flash up of a memory of when I've worked in certain, I'll just say when I've worked in different jobs, and older women that, they were definitely doing black magic. Like they were just gossiping amongst all the staff, which majority of the staff was very young girls, or even if they were ages with me, a lot of the people I worked with were lovely people, but they were all quite vulnerable. And so a lot of the time people leaned on me for support, or looked to me to speak up if people weren't speaking up. This is at all different various staff meetings. I'm mostly talking about nurseries when I'm talking about this, but it's not all my nursery jobs. This is why I'm exhausted, and why why they yanked me out the Matrix job sooner, because some people can handle it and you're meant to be there to transmute the energy, as I was. But because I'd done it from a young age and was in really heavy situations like a lawyer. I mean, one of the nurseries I worked in, I left, and if I'd left 5 minutes sooner and I hadn't been changing a nappy, I wouldn't be here right now, I'd be dead, because the car landed. So if you're new to this, you know, you won't know the story, but everyone else does. A car land, and I've now been drawn to things around my living room connected to with who I know saved me, actually, to be honest. Someone in the spirit world gave me a heads up to not leave at the time I usually do. But yeah, basically the car, it was a freak accident where, look, 33 minutes as well, Jesus. I'm not just saying Jesus if you're new, that's Jesus is very free forgiveness and everything. Basically the car came skidding off this really busy road, very unusual, and it went up in the air and landed on its roof. Really crazy, right outside this nursery I worked at. And then we all worked out, it was like, oh my god, like, they called me Cece at the time, so they were like, Cece, you would have been like dead, basically. And I was like, so I walked home in shock, and I was already, and of course this would be when I was in my dark night of the soul. Like it was, so I think it must have been around 2016 actually, I think it was. Oh shit, maybe it wasn't even 2016, was it 2004? Oh no, shit, it was 2014. Anyway, I don't really want to relive that. It was pretty horrible. I walked home in shock, but I was amazed as well because the angels saved me that day and my loved ones in spirit. So, like I said, I really have. I've got more than 9 lives, and really, that it's like the amount of times that it's like things have tried to bump me off is kind of mental, but still I rise. Anyway, there's a little story time again for you. But yeah, that's what I was seeing. So it could be something like that. I was seeing like, because this is right. I'm going to keep it on that as I'm channeling this. I might be describing this for someone. So what it was this woman, like everybody, like, and I'm saying this woman, but that I'm seeing simultaneously 3 different nurseries I worked in, and every time that was like so like I mentioned the archetype cards, it was an archetype of a woman that it's a shapeshifter thing. Like she appears to be everybody's best pal, but really, like I said, we know now. Hopefully, you've got the idea from what I talk and teach about all the time. She'd created a very codependent situation where very vulnerable young girls were being manipulated by this older woman. And then when I saw what she was doing and I could see through her and didn't let her do it to me, well, that didn't go down too well. And that's basically what I'm saying is, if anybody's karmic energies around them can feel that in somebody's twin flame, or if you're getting that empowerment within yourself, there will be a pushback. Like they will repel the energy, the power that you're getting. There will be a... Yeah, so whatever that means to you, that's fucking draining tapping into it. I'm fucking so glad I'm not in those situations anymore. I don't know how do you know what I do? Yeah, look, and it's that. It's people that cause things like that. That is what all these women that I worked with in these nurseries, the older women that had fucking, you know got anything better to do your time than fucking gossiping and causing shit. What I will say as well, there was older women that I worked with in some nurseries that were basically really supportive, lovely people, and they were what they seemed, but that these are not the archetypes I'm talking about. I'm seeing the ones that caused shit and gossip and made people fight and argue, and they stood back and kind of liked it. It's fucked up. I gave in to temptation. So again, I even feel like whoever that archetype is in some people's lives could have been. This is almost like, family members as well that are like, look, I think you're better staying with such and such, or you're more suited to such and such. You don't suit that one or whatever. And it's like, so therefore it's like, because it's like there's so much push to go to certain types of people, or they're more like us than that person, like whatever all these different things are that people would say. Because now that's more sounding like family members. It's, yeah, people do. It's all a trick, it's an illusion, it's a sabotage on the unions. But it's all meant to happen, so we don't blame ourselves. I feel like I can be my true self around you when that's the truth of this person, is that's when they're masking who they really are. That's like they do. It's like they probably do look like they're more suited to others, whereas actually when someone's being their true selves and getting in touch with who they really want to be without others' influences, they want to be their true selves, but it's overwhelming. I pulled away because I'm overwhelmed with all the things going on in my life. We just saw fights, conflicts, blah blah blah. So that they're giving you a few inputs, right? That could be literally like what I'm seeing. That could be like a boss at your work, or a gossipy older woman that's in some kind of higher position that makes everyone argue, throws a grenade and then steps back and loves watching it. There's always fuckers like that. It could be family members, or it could be romantic partners that could even just be like a bit older than you. Different for different people, and if it's none of that, it's not yours. Who fucking wants this? The Divine Ashley wants to say today to the collective, I can't stand not talking to you. So look, again, they're not letting me come away from that. This could be an influence from this person, a karmic energy that holds this person back. And my life has changed so much since meeting you, but I do feel this is a case of whoever this is for today, because shit, this has become a very long one again, but again, it must have meaning. Maybe your twin flame journey's been very long. That's a lot of people that attract. And I just picked up this stone, so that's me transmuting energy. Like, I'm getting rid of the negative energy, because I just done that without thinking, which is they're like holding on to that ground energy. It's like, what they're saying is, this is going to make sense to whoever it's meant to make sense to. something that has happened between you and a twin flame, something that energetically, or if you've had contact with them in the physical, has sparked a fire in them. The reignite card has awakened something in them that was dormant, that, you know, they've reignited that passion, that flame, but also the empowerment. Basically, you've helped this person take back their power. And so it's caused tower moments and it's caused fights and conflict, because if this is you, you're taking back your power and the fuckers around you don't like it, and you start to see who the real ones are. Doesn't mean things can't settle down and people will then get used to you being in your power and empowered. But until then, people will push back. I'm so afraid of rejection, and I've had very vivid dreams of it. And that's what I was just basically saying. This could have came in a dream. Like, I share most of the time when I get insights, either, you know, whatever the dreams are about, karmic stuff or twin flame stuff. But obviously I'm not exactly going to go into everything because there's no whys. But what's the feminine saying? Because I'm getting a bit tired here. But again, I think it's the energy. I will never reject you. That's your own fear. Yeah, but again, where is that coming from? Is that your own fear, or has it been egged on by people around you? You'll know if that's you. You're more powerful than you realise. Look at how many times I was using the word powerful. Oh shit, is it that? No, I thought it was the Frozen one, but there's time yet. Even if you express yourself by sending me a song, I'd love that. But like I've said before, I'm kind of like, it's just, I don't know. It's like, I don't know where that, again, I don't need to know because it was a channeled message, so it doesn't need to be something that I would want to happen. But I suppose it's like, you know, I'd be lying if I said it didn't. It's because it's like where somebody might not have the words. The words will speak for you. Because I'm doing that all the time when I'm delivering that. I've done it today in this already. When, like, someone's message from a divine masculine is, it's Friday, I'm in love, you're my best friend. You know what I mean? Putting together all those songs, which I thought was amazing. If you read in the comments, I often, if you're new, or to remind people, when I watch back my own lives, because when I'm in a state of trance, I can forget things that I've said in that, but it's like, or I miss things, but when I noticed on the way back, I noticed that, like, on the way back, but when I was watching, someone's on their way back for me to say it like that, but when I was watching, those films together are, I forgot now, Love Happens, Begin Again, or something. Read it in the comments because I can't even remember. But the films together were a message in itself. One more message from the feminine, and then we'll get some Aquarius moon type cards because it's Aquarius moon tonight as I'm filming this on Friday night. And expect unexpected, shock, surprises. It's very kind of electric, energy. And I'm being drawn a card up there. It says a new beginning. Stop overthinking, get a good night's sleep, and know I'm right by your side energetically. So there's a little, so that's quite powerful with the, I've had very vivid dreams of you, and then there's a confirmation that you're not imagining that, if that's for you. And they're telling me one more. It makes me mad to know others haven't appreciated how amazing you are yet, and it's definitely got something to do with all of that. So whether you've got a fucker at work or anyone in your life, there's something. Right, so let's pull some of these now. So I'm just gonna, they're right here out of the shot, but you can just trust. Sirius energy, bring in harmony and balance. So there's harmony and balance coming back to these sets of twin flames, and people clearly don't like it. Yeah, your vibration is rising and people don't like it. Pillar of light, your vibration is rising, you are the oracle, you're taking back your power and people don't like it. Simple as that. What's this one? Oh my god, but the worst is over. Silver lining, relief, hope, mercy, it's over. Acceptance. And then there's the one about Venus, the planet of love. Surrender to the sweetness, Venus energy, pleasure, joy, make love to life. Usually what I say about this is, look, this is a twin flame couple that are being kept apart, but I would say the gap is closing. And it's the good bits of this. Venus energy, pleasure, joy, make love to life. Oh my god. And it's funny because I'm so tired. I was going to say, but there's a lot of shit kicking off for this happening. But, you know, but the tower moments, because remember the tower is coming. The tower is coming, but what I mean is, the 16's the tower, and it's also on an Aries moon. So I feel there's going to be a lot of change around that day. And I'm also doing sessions with people that day. But yeah, it's like, look, it's the tower's there for a reason. What are you clinging on to? And I'd urge you to watch the very end of the live stream I done last night. I channeled the energy of the tower. I basically said that, you know, sometimes bad things have to happen in your life to wake you up to the good things. I mean, that's paraphrasing some other kind of famous quote, but it's true. Wait a minute, actually, what film is that again? Bad Things Happen in Life by Wait. Oh, it's one of my favourites, so that's gonna be relevant. It's Good Will Hunting. It's really bad things happen in life, but it wakes you up to the things you weren't paying attention to. So whatever that means to you, like I said, I'd always advise people that's an amazing film, and it's also a very good example of how therapy works, because that guy in the film has got serious attachment issues and just basically doesn't trust anyone, and you can understand why when you watch the film. But then he has the courage, see what they're doing there, because it's not me, he has the courage to let the one that he's fallen in love with in. And he makes and he escapes his life. And that's actually quite beautiful, because he escapes his life, but the thing I love about that film is it's his best friend. So what they're saying to me is there must be a supportive energy around this divine masculine. And I'm saying it like it's one, but this could be one main male, because we did pull the male card, or you could be a divine masculine as a woman, but it's just when the main male card comes out. But it's like, I know that this is relevant to at least one woman I know of that I've connected with recently, actually. Bits of it. Probably more than I even realised, but I can tell it would, some bits will be. But in that film, it's Ben Affleck. And it's funny because they are best friends in real life, but he's like, when I come to pick you up for work, I really hope that one day I come and you're not in, and basically you've went away and you've followed your dreams. Like, he doesn't say exactly that. And that's a true best friend. Best friends would not hold you back from the person you love. They would not keep the gap there. They would encourage you to go towards your soulmate, your twin flame. But it's just, it's few, like I said, it's few and far between a lot of divine masculines, and really actually even a lot of divine feminines. Like I said, there's, I know the people in my life that would be delighted for me when the gap is closed, and it gets less and less by the day, but that's just what the journey's about. But anyway, have you got the courage to let go of what you're clinging on to be in a power couple? Some people have got the lady balls and the balls to do it. Some people are going to stay and let people control them. I don't believe that's anybody that would be tuning into this. Boom, drop the mic. See you later.